tell you about Legend Seeker and how you can support its development while getting some awesome perks. By subscribing to our Legendary tier on YouTube or becoming a paid member on our Discord or Patreon, you'll get early access to all Legend Seeker lore and mechanics. This means you'll be among the first to dive into the world of Legend Seeker and give direct feedback that will help shape the game. But that's not all. Supporters will also be the first to playtest the system and will get exclusive invites to private streams where we discuss the game in detail. Your input will play a huge role in making Legend Seeker the best that it can be. Now, for those of you who love watching our tabletop role-playing game shows, supporting Legend Seeker comes with some fun bonuses for the casts. Here's how it works. If you are a Copper or Common member on Discord or Patreon, you can give a $20 benefit to a player of your choice. Silver and Uncommon members can give 2 benefits to 2 players of your choice. If you go the YouTube route, you can give a $50 benefit to a player of your choice. And for the ultimate support, Gold and Mythic members on Discord and Patreon give a $20 benefit to 3 players of your choice. You can choose from all casts across Moonskull. Every bit of support goes directly towards making Legend Seeker a reality. It helps fund the art, writing, editing, and eventual publishing of the game. So, if you want to be a part of this journey and support our shows, join our Legendary tier on YouTube or become a member on Discord or Patreon. We couldn't do it without you, and we're excited to build Legend Seeker together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Frost, and I'm sending a text. I'm Frost, and I'm doing Frost Written. And I'm working on the lore for Legend Seeker, the RPG that Arudai is creating. So here we are doing more of that lore writing. I'm working on some more plants and things right now. Exciting, I know. And I'm going to put my headphones back on and take them off because I got up. Now I can put it back on and start my music up again because I don't have anybody in chat, so nobody will hear my screams. Or music, that's what it is. Yeah, music. That's what I'm listening to. So, that's great. I'm listening to Vivaldi at the moment. Do not heat water in the microwave. I don't know. I find it amusing that people are just up in arms about the whole heat and water in a microwave thing. Like, yep. I'll just leave it at that. People are gonna people about whatever. It's almost as good as when JT was trying to tell me that the water in New York is better than water anywhere else for cooking. Like, all right. You're screaming? And no comment. Depends on how hard the water is in comparison, I assume. Yeah. As if all the water in New York is exactly the same. All right. New York hot dogs, dirty water dogs for a reason? That might just be due to the way that the vendors don't clean out their hot water for their hot dogs. I'm just saying. Let's see. How would I put that? Dried plants can last indefinitely, so there are doubtless no caches hidden. Hordes of temples across the Godlands, but the plant is all but unknown to modern herbalists. There we go. They all end up in New Jersey. Ew. Ew. Um, is is a plant or not a plant? Something that causes vomiting when administered is an emetic, right? Because you emit. I think I'm gonna go with that because I think that's correct. There's one thing New York is known for: it's their bottled water. Uh-huh. All right, I made a plant called Monk's Gall. See, we made the Ludum Magia. There we go. Right. I'm in addition to writing plant things right now, I'm coming up with some more rumors that I thought would be fun across the Godlands. I've also got a few more little islands and things out here I'm playing around with too. Do. Couldn't tell if that was cats or if there's a storm coming. Could be both. There we go. Who doesn't love a bottle of good old sewer water? Ah, rumors. Yes, we're going to come up with some rumors. They're going to be amazing. I bought 2 things for lunch today. I bought some jerky, which is American Wagyu beef jerky. And it has like 8 ingredients. It's basically meat and spices and vinegar and soy sauce and things. It's really good. Very good. But I also, here's the food portion. I went and bought a tub of pasta salad. Tortellini pasta salad. I just took it back out of the refrigerator so I could bring it down if I wanted a snack. And it's a cold pasta salad with tortellini and everything in it. But oh my gosh, did they go overboard with the sun-dried tomatoes in it? Like, super overboard. To the point where I finally said, I've got to take some of these out. And I think I took out probably a whole tomato's worth. Like, if you took my hand here, about that many out of the tub. It was just an astounding amount of tomatoes. I'm like, okay, I can't eat that many sun-dried tomatoes, even though it's in, the nice dressing and everything. So, oof. That was crazy stuff. Anyway, I'm writing a rumor about a red dragon. Yes, food. I'm surprised we didn't get... Well, technically, we talked about coffee before the stream even started. Fantastic. So, is coffee food? I don't know. Not really beverage, but it's food adjacent. Wow, Gino. Wow. For free, huh? Mm-hmm. Hello, Shadow Warden. Good authority that certain states' water stunts your growth. Really? Huh. Huh. All right, let's see. I'm done listening to that. Let's see. Let's put let's listen to James Galway playing some Bach. Yes, technically. Hello, Dark Dave. Hello, this eccentric. How you guys doing over there in Kick? I put my I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know how long it stays around, but I put my 16-month sub anniversary in Kick. I put a message over there because it prompted me, and I said, "Sure, I'll click on it. I'll do it." All right, Dave, eccentric, Gino, fantastic. Let's see, Chrysanth. Did I say Shadow Warden already? Shadow Warden, two's nose. Hot dog water. I think that's everybody who's said something right now. I need more Livistro. Hey, I need some more rumors. Things about things like in the world, things I could put it out as rumors that might entice adventurers to go somewhere. I'm thinking if I can find something that either takes somebody into the Whitewood, which is full of monsters, or Rosecrest, or Narrow's Keep, or Eldwyn, which are all like haunted dead cities now. Hmm. Um, let's see, where would this guy be from? What would his name be? Um, we'll say questing. A dragon was sighted near Mordecai's throne recently, and a wandering warrior with a shield blacked out has been in the area. Inquire after sightings of the beast. Some whisper that his knight Balin of Port Sturga, questing to gain fame and clear his sullied name with the slaying of a great beast. Okay, that would work. That's a good one. Doing well, having fun. Money, women, and immortality are three driving factors for people to do stupid things. We could start there. Well, yup. Is Dune still available? No, it finished yesterday. No, no, we're not going to do a Dugan's Hole thing. For one thing, that would get us sued. But also, that just nobody wants to go to Dugan's Hole. Underwater merfolk colony just off the coast with a powerful weapon artifact from the God Killer War. Be a good rumor. So, I have one rumor here. Let's see. Actually, how do I do this one? Find it. That's a black dragon. This is the Thalassian vessel. Spike of arcane red energy. Large meteor near the cat market. Where is it here? Where is it? Crossed by large forest creatures. Persepe, Dwarfs Mount Zintor, Elves of Solinar. Where is it? Where is the stupid thing? Oh, I think I put it on the island. So it could be a reference to like the Silkies. What was it called here? Let me go back to Concordia. Could link something to. And this is the Rookery. Yeah. All right. So the Rookery is, yeah, this one. It's the Sea Stack Money Miles. The Selkie. Yeah, there could be something back here, or we could utilize one of these things off the coast of Port Barrow, these little islands I added out here, and having the people come up with something. There's also, which is also fun, the idea of here's the abyss where Thalassia was. It got obliterated. There could be a rumor that something has washed up here, hinting at something the merfolk have down in there. Back to the Godlands rumors. I don't think I have that one right on there anymore. So we're going to have something have happened out here. We'll leave it very vague. There's rumors that an unearthed artifact in the God Killer War is driving the merfolk from their territorial waters, has folk in Seabreak Haven worried since the merfolk are now harassing their boats in areas they once thought safe. Local wizard can tell that something powerful is affecting the area, and he has his own theories as to what it might be. What did I do? Oh, turned off the music. Hi, hey, look at me turning off my music. No Dungeon Daddy hole. F2P coder. Secret island is half sunken and it rises every full moon. Interesting. Top of being the map. The Noel's lost city of El Dorado, page 36, can also tell of a secret item in a location called Mort's member. No! I'm trying my best to kill Mort off. Mort is an abomination. Mort is the worst thing ever. Where is Herb? Okay, there we go. Silly city of El Dorado. We'll go the cats. Are they still yelling at that cat outside? Oh, I wonder if it came back. They were trying to go through the screen at each other yesterday. The cat's not all that terrified of them. It's kind of annoyed with them, and it comes up to the window, and they don't like it. And the cats outside on the front porch are like, "Oh, that cat." So when they're inside, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna fight." And they're outside on the porch. They're like, "Oh." They pay about as much mind as they do the possums that come over. If possums just wander on over and are like, "Hey, food." Half the time, the cats just sit there on their little perches, like, "Oh, the big rat thing's eating our food." But they see a dog in the next yard area, like the next field over, and they're just like, "We go try and kill it." Like, no, don't try and kill that dog. You'll get trounced. For a horror campaign, yeah. Well, anything like that would be something that could be in the Whitewood area and Rosecrest, Narrows Keep, Edwin. So this area, the Whitewood, is most of the Fae have been driven out by all the evil and the horrifying monsters and the undead and everything that are in there. Narrows Keep is a haunted horror show. Rosecrest is fallen. It's basically just overrun with undead. This place down here, nobody goes anymore because it's horrifying and a ruin. And this whole area is not exactly a very good place, but the magic of where Senna fell keeps these people safe. And there's really no reason for the things to cross over to Caustic Strand because they don't have a whole lot of people to attack. So they try and prey on the people on these roads mostly, or up in the mountains here. Because I already have one. Where is it here? Yeah, on the roads between Austinwold and Rach. So, here we've got orcs and things happening. I have a rumor about things happening down here, but I could add another another rumor. Here, if I could. People try not to go in there. We've lived forever. How old are you? I'm 12. Great. I'm 144. You're 12. Shush. Well, I have one thing that is a rumor here because the gods, the worst evil god is a god named Grix, who's the god of trickery and deceit, and his twin sister Kika, who's the goddess of trickery and deception. Think I got those wrong. But basically, she's the kind of more lighthearted version of deception, trickery. He is the dark side of that, and so he is the lord over the dark moon. She's the lord, the lady of the light moon, and both of the moons still go across. He's been imprisoned by the other gods for his role in the God Killer War, but his moon still goes. And it rains destruction in its path as it comes through the Azure Kingdom because he could never attack them. And it pulls meteors and things every once in a while through as it passes through and drops Grixfall on there. But he's also the lord of all the evil lycanthropes. And she's the lady of all the more, I wouldn't say good, but not evil lycanthropes. The shape changers. I'm trying to think if there's something I could do down here in Utsya or in the Caustic Strand through this spur of the Whitewood. That could work. Mostly riders and seen along the road between Fundonis, A4. Racing along the road at night, making for the site of Eldwin, disappearing after it reaches the borders of the ruined city. And allow people, because what I'm trying to do is not make these very specific. I'm putting them in here to allow a DM or a player who reads this to want to ask their DM, like, hey, what about this ghostly rider that's going along? And see, a DM may say, since Eldwin is a ruined city and all the horrifying things that happen there because of the vampires, maybe this guy was the person who was racing, bring like news to the city. Maybe he's racing to go get help. Who knows? Manic wizards, no such thing. Druids are the bad guys. The wizards are all good. Come on. Well, he is technically the god killer. So he found the secret to imbue his dragon breath with the ability. But I mean, the knowledge was with him. Possible that he left information somewhere. Druids are always the bad guys. Druids are evil. Nobody likes druids, right? Right, Chrysanth? Right? Right? I mean, if you listen to Daryl, I'm just going by what Daryl says. There is a in here, there is a lost druid stone in there, or a druid. I can't remember what I even called it. What did I call it? Go to the Whitewood. What did I put in there? Let's see. We'll go to the Whitewood. Yeah. Rumors persist that a long lost megalithic site erected by a druid of the Brotherhood of the Gilded Vales dies deep within the Whitewood, now controlled by a powerful witch. So there is a druidic megalithic site in here that is their old stones raised up, but now this witch has claimed it for her own, and she's doing all kinds of bad stuff with it. Someone's going to end up as glue. Yes. Yeah, and that could be what the Ghost Rider is all about. It's really up to the DM and his players of what he wants to do. Is like Was the knight a good guy? Was he a bad guy who was fleeing? Like maybe the story was wrong and people are like, oh yeah, he races down the road towards Eldwin every night. And they're like, people get there and they're like, okay, what's really happening is this guy is fleeing from Eldwin. And you find out when you reach the point where his ghost disappears that you track off the path and you find the place where he fell like years and years and years and years ago. And if you can find a way to speak with the ghost, you find out that he was the one who let the vampires in, or he did something horrible and ran off with the money, and he's trying to make amends for it before he can move on. He could have been a knight who was trying to go get help and got felled, and wants something cleansed, or wants his blade that's still not it's an actual artifact or a nice weapon, wants it returned to his family. There could be anything you want to do with it. You could find the spot where he fell and he was attempting to chase down one of the vampires that was getting away, and he fought it and killed it, but then he died too, and now there's like this copse of flowers where he died, and it's literally just his resting place, and maybe you can still do something for him. I mean, the possibilities are endless when you come up with whatever you want to do. That's why I like leaving these a little more vague. Like this. Yeah, highwayman. Oh, there you go. No, Cajun Corey. No. No. In true millennial fashion. Very nice. Well played, sir. I like it. No, Cajun Corey. You can't say that over there. Oh, there are no good Morts this eccentric. None. Not a single one. None of them. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mischievous Fairy's been swapping children. Like, that's a Fae thing to do. That's a thing. That is always a thing. See, here's something that I'm gonna put in here because these are always fun for like low level adventures if somebody's trying to think of something of like, hey, there's this person who's a local, maybe he's a ne'er-do-well, maybe he's a farmer, maybe he's just kind of like a person who does jobs for people, or maybe he's a hunter, has been coming into town with a little more coin than normal, drinking and enjoying himself, and people are getting a little suspicious, so maybe the adventurers follow and find out that he unearthed some like bandit treasure or something, has been nicking coins or something out of it, and then when they follow him out here, he gets caught by the bandits and they have to save the guy. Those kind of things. Just little things that the players may be just jerks and be like, oh, he gets what he wants, or he gets what he deserves. He gets killed by the bandits, and we kill the bandits. They might be nice. You don't know. So we'll put that. Turns out I should probably write these down before I say them out loud, but it's easier. I think and speak way faster than I type. I don't have to say that part. What am I doing? Leaving that up to the DM. Emotional damage. Hilarious hallucinations. Well, that seems like a frightening thing. Well, there is the Medenford's Merry Maiden. It's run by a little red-haired halfling named Michaela. Michaela Medenford. And she does have some interesting drinks. We could add a drink to her recipe, her retinue. Medenford's Merry Maiden. Famous innkeeper in the halfling village near the caustic strand is a certain fiery, red-headed halfling proprietress named Michaela Medenford. She owns and runs Medenford's Merry Maiden, a tavern with a stable and nearby inn with rooms. Boop. Okay, that should be hyphenated. Boom. Abandoned Asylum. Hey, Shadow Warden, everything you're coming up with is horror related. I'm gonna guess that you like the horror stuff. At least you're not coming up with clowns. Wait, you're gonna come up with a clown thing next? Haunted Asylum told sorts of patients seeking revenge. Fun. A secret group of doppelgangers you must root out before they launch their nefarious plot. Local priest claims to have spoken with a god who warned of an impending apocalypse. Instead of government officials, it's like sheep farmers or something. They're trying to corner the wool market. No! Are they literally sheep's in wolves clothing, or wolves in sheep's clothing? Wolves in wool clothing? Woof, 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 woof. Map leading to a forgotten temple surface. It is written in an ancient, undecipherable script. That would be a bad guess, Frost. They're all guesses. They're all guesses. They're all good guesses. Wait. Dismantle the fabrics of society. That's horrible. Talking cat has been seen giving advice to lonely travelers at the crossroads. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Wait, did they just drink this hallucination beer before that? Because I think these two rumors could be connected. Woof! That took some setup, but worth it. Yeah, you had to thread the needle with that one. was a long yarn. Trying. So one of the places that the beloved of Orinthia, the goddess of fortune, and basically the seer of the gods, her beloved people were a group of people who lived in Lost Acadia, and when their civilization was obliterated because of their own excesses, she got them out, and those groups are now scattered all across the Godlands. There's a rumor that they're supposed to be coming back, and they're supposed to be able to reform and reclaim their kingdom someday, but they have to find a way to bring life back to the place because it's been obliterated for the most part, and nothing can live or grow there except the worst little scrubby plants and such. I'm gonna think if I can do something with that, because I do have one rumor about that already, and I do have a few things down here in the rot wash as well. I'm trying to think if I can funnel some of these things together. Mayor's hat is set to grant good luck, but only if worn backwards. I'm gonna say something useless if there's a fortune teller who can actually see the future, but it's about really small things. Don't buy from this street vendor on this day, or it'll be on the pot for days. Yeah, they were horrible puns, I know. Hidden laboratory beneath the city experiments with combining magic and machinery. Ooh. That's interesting. I wonder if you get Gutenberg, Andrea. I don't have a whole lot of rumors happening in here, so I'm trying to think if I can blend a couple things here. Um, okay. Silver stag, mythical creature believed to grant blessing to those who see it. Well, the fun thing about that, Shadow Warden, is if you've been watching Fear of Ages Past over on Tales of the Dragons Tavern, there was a white stag that may or may not have caused a little bit of grief for a certain member of the party. Just saying. The City of Gold. We do have a number of fun things out here, and the Veil of Glass is one of those, but the Veil of Glass also leads to the elemental plane of fire, which is a very horrifying place to go if you just walk into it. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's not a fun place to go without SPF 12,000. Could do something, because when Grixfall happens, those meteors are like basically the moon. Because in this world, even though people will say it doesn't make sense, I don't care a whole lot, because, well, it's a magical world with its own set of gods and goddesses and craziness. The moons, when they come across, they touch the atmosphere of the planet because the atmosphere is a little farther out, but these moons are very close, not very big, but they're close, and the atmospheres touch, and these things pull such a tidal little wake that they grab meteors, which then become asteroids plunging down and smashing into the Azure Kingdom, and they're very they're very valuable because they are star metal basically. And people will run out there, whole groups and bands will fight wars over these impact sites. One of these impact sites could have stirred something up. I was talking to so many people yesterday doing stuff. They were like outside of work and everything. My voice was killing me this morning, so I didn't really do a whole lot of talking for work today. I didn't chat with people. And I'm almost back to talking normally, but occasionally I'm like, oh, that was a day of talking. I gotta say, I talk a lot, but that was a day of talking. I can type IAL. Ah. Now somebody's beeping at my back patio camera. What do they want? Who is it? See if it's Calvino or someone else. Patio cam. What the heck is that? Oh, it's April. Okay. Little calico. She had a little scratch on the side of her head. So I went in there and I snipped some of the fur away. She was not very happy, but I wanted to look at it closely. So she's got a little spot where her fur is really short on the side of her face, but it looks like it's healing up nicely. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be glue. Woo! I know I'm gonna be glue. That's okay. All right. I had a good run. Not in hiding, who sided with Grix, who's been missing, yet still has a group of followers protecting him if you know where to look. Wandering Mage offers to trade magical secrets for stories of lost loves. Amazaris disappeared. Something joined a band of outlaws. Nice. Baker's apprentice claims to have baked a cake that can grant wishes, only minor ones. Oh man, wish cake. I like it. These are fun. I love that you guys are so creative. How's it going, Arudai? Did you see that I sent you a message with the appearances of those 4 characters? You can look at them and say, "Oh my gosh, what?" The weirdest one was what I did with Alien Light Hollow. Now tell me if that's too far out. Too far out there. I wish for another slice of cake. Oh no. Endless wish cake. You can just keep getting slices of wish cake. Bum, 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 bum. What's this? Okay, there we go. Got it. Unrelated to any of this, I'm listening to some medieval music here right now. I watched the TV show. I guess it came out in 2016. It had 4 seasons on BBC. But it's on Amazon Prime, and it has David Mitchell, the guy from Mitchell and Webb, in it, and he plays Shakespeare. And it's comedy. It's called Upstart Crow, and it's kind of a sitcom sort of version of Shakespeare and his family dealing with all the stuff about plays and everything. But they do a pretty good job of mixing modern British humor and language with Shakespearean everything, all the nonces and fool patties and whatever. Everything he comes up, the cocknodlers, as he calls them. And I can't remember that other word. But all the words that he throws together, I'm like, oh my gosh. They do a pretty good job of it, though. I'm kind of impressed. So I've been watching some of that anyway. First mirror in the abandoned mansion shows not your reflection, but your darkest fears. Oh my god, it's me! I see myself. Where am I here? Where was I? Was I? Yeah. What's the word? Oops. There we go. Do that. Local tavern's fireplace sometimes emits strange colors and whispers in unknown language. Now that would be like, well, we're closing up for the night, people. The fireplace is whispering. Run! Why do they look like they're being filmed live from the men's bathroom? I don't know. It's a good question, Gino. Oh, I misread that, Shadow Warden. A local child insists they befriended a dragon living in the nearby hills. I thought you said beheaded. And I was like, that's a tough kid. Let's see here. One of the things I did put in here was that in Ashvara, there was a ship of lizard folk that actually gotten a ship, take them south along the Kirin coast. trying to think if there's something else I could do out here. We got Seal Isle. We got this area. Because I'd like to do something near Portaxia. Oops. Bum, bum, bum. Let's say captains. Actual. All right. An ogre along the road offers aid and trinkets. So there is an ogre called Kyle the Kind, who is a traveling ogre who trades with people, and he sings and he paints paintings, but he's not very good at painting. Uh, but you know they're kind of entertaining, and people kind of like them, but they're more amused by the fact that there is an ogre with a small retinue of misfits with him that doesn't try to kill them. I always like the idea of sentient items, but they're always done poorly. Yeah, a lot of people make them either just a whatever you want boss, or they sometimes make them like just evil because they want to make him evil. If you ever watched it's the Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, they have a show called Journey Quest. It's kind of a comedic take on a journey that's a quest. And Perf, the wizard, the yellow robed wizard, his name is actually Superfluous, but they call him Perf. He is a horrible wizard. He ends up getting his hands on a sentient sword. The sword didn't want to be with him, it wanted to be with someone else, but now it's stuck with him, and the sword is trying to kill him and get him killed. So it keeps running him into things like, here we go! And it's an ass. But it's pretty funny. I mean, that show also has a paladin who tries to he basically is convinced into attacking a river. And he actually kills it. He kills the nymph that is the river, but he actually does kill a river. He's not very bright. Kind of a fun show though. Good old Kyle the Kind. Dragons and egg has been spotted in the mountains, guarded by a cult. Ooh, the cult, an egg cult. Where is it? Didn't want that. Go. Gosh. There we go. Answering a message by. Okay. Get a lot of messages, evidently. go. What I want to do. Dang it. Hit all the wrong buttons. All right. Go. Put this one in here. Where is this at? Work. That's also where I, if you ever hear me saying Barter Community, where I got that from. All right. Where do I get this? Can't I get this if I? All right. The sword at one point in that show is talking out loud and is insulting the wizard, and it says, "Why does he smell like crying?" Star fell from the sky last night. I have to go check and make sure that they're not ripping my screen open here. Let me look at something geographically here. Two. Poison all the cereals. That doesn't make poison the peoples. All right, I'm gonna go check on the kitties. Right back. I'm gonna put you guys in the be right back screen just to make sure they're not ripping my screen open. almost hit the video intro again accidentally. Oops. Nope, nobody destroyed anything. They were just yelling at each other through the window. The cat that shows up now is completely just a black cat that has one white little tuft on his little ruff here. Or her, I can't quite tell. The last cat that was showing up was a mostly like white little cat with a little black on the side of its ears. I don't know, they just show up. I thought this cat was one of the other cat's friends because they were acting kind of nonchalant towards it. Now they're all like, "Why are you here?" Let's see. Inconceivable. I like inconceivable. Top of each other. No puns? Maybe if Mama Nugget shows up. Oh, I don't know. Bap is probably here somewhere. Just reveling in all the puns. Enjoying it. Soaking it in. Right. So I had one other started here. I had another rumor started. What did I end up putting down here? Oh, I gotta put another letter in that word to make it make sense. There we go. Aha! Waiting for the punning to begin. Well, there have been some. I don't know if they're up to the standards that you're expecting, but they've started back. Just realized I didn't put any hot sauce or anything in my coffee. I'm like, this coffee's okay. It's getting some bitters. Bitters. Man, that stuff, it smells so good, but it's so just pure alcohol. Nice. Oh, sure. Now you want to talk. I try to call my mother on my way home from work, and you're napping. Uh-huh. Oh, man, look at the guilty crying eyes. Wow. Thank you guys all for all these ideas. I'm loving them. What are you doing up there? Oh, I bet they're playing with the little thing with the wooden balls in around it that spins around in circles. Got it. Horrible. Someday, if I should tell that long pirate joke, I just don't know. You can stretch the joke out to last forever, and it's really frustrating. But eh. You can also make it a pretty short joke too. I didn't sleep at all last night. Cut the old lady a break. You heard that joke in a video game? All right, there you go. Is that one going to work there? I don't know. Let me think about that for a second. Uh, okay. Hope one day Sevy plays The Last of Us Part 1 on stream so I can get to trigger Ellie to tell dad jokes or croissant. Ugh. Last of Us 1 is at least not a horrible game. At least. That's a good thing. Okay. Just looking through a couple things in my other notes here. And it's okay, I've got one there. Trying to make sure I have rumors in a lot of the places here, like spread all over the world here. Huffen, the Aldholm one, okay. Got those, the Rookery. Got the stuff about Ustra, Upia, Magic Place in Xandria. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's a really good game. It's not a masterpiece. People, yeah, they will overlook a lot of things when they enjoy a certain aspect of something or they have a bit of nostalgia afterwards. Which is, that's human nature. That's fine. That's what they do. Message retracted. Cajun Corey. Horrible. All right. And if I go over here, Eos, we've already got stuff with. We've got the Five Falls information. We don't have anything specifically about the Orc Nomads up here. We do have something about Garad. Kana, Itza. Could throw something down here between Kish and Onsen because there's this huge long area here. Or you'd have something have emerged from Zanatha. Let's say it's large enough to be shaking the ground, and all right. In its wake, rumors of a large creature rampaging through the jungles of Xanathar are spreading. It's large enough to be shaking the ground, and top the trees are seeing swaying in its wake. Given an expedition of outsiders entered the jungle not a fortnight ago, people believe that they may have awoken something primeval. Another cure to reality is taking a vacation from work out this week, and next I'm off for 2 weeks. Nice! I never played multiplayer PvP in Last of Us 1. Ah. Signer. Oh, you go wandering. Going to Dallas for Fan Expo and hang out with my other internet friends. Woo! Wow, Shadow Warden. That's horrible too. Good job. Good job. I mean, curse you. All right. Oh, trap. Ba, ba. That was a bad one. That's horrible. Horrible, I say. That's bad. Let's wake. All right. Got a couple more of those. I've added like, geez, I don't even know how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've added 14 new rumors since we started talking about stuff, which will be good. It'll be helpful for DMs. Come up with stuff. And uh Horn has reportedly there. Check one thing. Is Alu. Okay, good. This is a very important site. This place, Alu. Well, all these places are important, but some are more important. One of the long abandoned temples of unveiling Alu is a shrine of Quietus Incarnate. The Brotherhood sought to understand the gods and keepers' abilities to suppress or negate other powers here. Here they created many spells and artifacts that could interfere with other magics and powers, where they created the horrific weapon that did a thing that we're not going to talk about. Horrible, horrible thing. And I think Ruby Sue, that's the lingering life. Okay. Go with rumors, get back to the rumors. Boop. Okay. Get back down here. Okay. What do we got here? I'm gonna read up some more chat here. I'm not even gonna read these puns. No. Yeah, it reminds me I gotta use some more vacation time up. She only wants to kick you in the shin for no reason at all. Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. I don't know if we should have a sentient stick or not. Fantastic. I don't know. Woo! Man, if I could get free for Renaissance Fair, that'd be great. But summer into fall tends to be super stupidly busy for work. Which is not fun. Man, I got two people over the last, man, I guess it's years now, totally into 80s music. One of them, she absolutely loved Stranger Things, so she fell in love with that Kate Bush song. She's like, "Oh man, it's such a good song. I want to see if this lady has any other songs coming out." And I was like, you know, that song came out a long time ago. She's like, "Really?" But then she started listening to everything. She's like, "Okay, I don't like most of her other stuff, but she loved that song. She just fell in love with 80s music." And I jokingly gave somebody another 80s song to listen to because they're like, "Oh, I want something with some piano and stuff in it." And I said, "Oh, I got one for you." They're like, "Really?" I said, "It's an 80s song with piano." And they're like, "I don't really care." And I gave them an 80s song. And they're like, "Oh man, I really like it." And I said, I kind of sent it to you as a joke. It's kind of like not, I mean, it's a quasi famous 80s song, but it's not like a great 80s song. But It's very, very 80s, and he's like, "No, I love it." It's a song by a band called Scritti Politti called "The Perfect Way." It has a lot of piano and stuff in it. It's just a stupid pop song, but he fell in love with it. And then I played or I had him watch or listen to New Order, Blue Monday, and he just became obsessed with those guys. Like, oh, there we go. Of course, one of the people actually also got really interested in disco after that. It's like, how? How did you go from 80s music back into disco? No, don't do it. Yeah, not Piano Man, no. He knew that song. People. Humans. All right, so this is the dwarven explorer who returned to Mount Silvermont from an expedition. All right, what is the next one here? What is the next one here? Shmoo. Nothing at the tea house. I already have stuff coming out of the rot wash. I could. Think if I put. Trying to think if I need to specify where this rumor is happening, or if I can actually be in a general area and then maybe be able to apply it almost anywhere. Um. How would I put this? Hmm. Say sinkhole. Remnants. Oh, what? Ah, sinkhole near the edge of this field leads down into the remnants of the structure. Explorers. What? Explorers. No, explorers. There we go. Just blow my eye hide. I think I did. The skibbity toilet. Ugh. Gotta get ready for your private game. All right, fantastic. Have fun out there. Enjoy. I'll be doing that in a little bit as well. I will be doing that as well. If you've never heard the song by Scritti Politti, The Perfect Way, you should go listen to it once. Just once. Hey. They're nearby hills. There we go. Let's go with nearby hills. Boop. Let's see here. Got a lot of really good rumors here. Hey, Crescent, did your coffee wake you up finally? Hmm, weird. I need a piece of beef jerky or two. So excuse me while I crinkle this thing a little bit. Get to hear the crinkling sound. I take some Wagyu beef jerky out of this bag. It smells amazing. It's a little bit salty for my taste, which is kind of saying something funny when it comes to beef jerky. But this just, since they use soy sauce in it, I think it's a little saltier than I make mine. It's really good though. Really good. It actually did. Well, that's good. That is good. And I gotta open up even more windows here. All right. Oh, it's bright. There we go. Less frightening. Really wish this wasn't so bright. We'll just minimize that for now. Woo. I'm gonna thinking about adding something to the Selkie stack. For rumor anyway, I mean. Hmm. People are very confused about time, I think. I was listening to 80s music, and this is an 80s music playlist. It had an Elton John song. I'm like, eh. Next song, Waterloo by ABBA. It's like complete 70s music. I don't get it. All right. So we got a rumor about the Selkie stack there. Okay. I wonder if I can do something around the gnomes here in Daru and their mines. There we go. In true millennial fashion, it messed up your playlist. You are not wrong, ma'am. In classic millennial fashion. Wow. Almost as good as those videos of people putting out the "Are you scared yet?" Like they're trying to be all like anime threatening, like you're not prepared for us and what's coming with Gen Alpha and whatever, and everybody's just sitting there thinking, "Oh, we held our hand out and put it on your forehead, you wouldn't be able to hit us. You'd just swing in midair, so probably okay." You know, cringe. Um, all right. Okay. Don't happen to have any good spells tucked away? No! I cast them all. Oof. Or something. Maybe? Maybe not? I need another piece of this because I'm so hungry. And I'm not going to get a chance to eat before I go to my game. This will be my food. So excuse me for rattling the plastic. There you go. That's distraction. Ciao. Well, go listen to Scritti Politti. It will distract you from everything. Maybe? But JJ, do you have a good rumor we could throw in here? Something for that people could have heard of somewhere across the Godlands here. Because I think if I can put another one, how much time do I have? Yeah, no, 10 minutes here. Another one somewhere on the caustic strand, maybe. Tapped out mentally. Understandable, sir. Hmm. Definitely understandable. Oop, that didn't happen there. Okay, let's see if that one. That is not going to actually make sense. All right. That rumor is going to have to go somewhere else, I think, or be used in an adventure because it's very specific. I do something violent there. All right. That wrong. Boom. Marge has been driving the moonfish away from the outer banks of the caustic strand, causing the fishermen to range further than normal for catches of late. Did just get a new desk at work. I'm now in what is called the Eagle's Nest office on top of the tower. You need to take a spiral stairway to get to. Wow. So you're no longer sitting facing in that weird direction? If so, that's good. Hey, weird. Why would that be? I think the only spell I could cast right now is you got a little tiny piece of beef jerky stuck in between your teeth. The only spell that comes to mind at the moment. Oh, bam. Oh wait, that's a bad idea. At least it's better than that. What is the other thing that's really annoying like that? When you get a popcorn hull stuck between your teeth. Ugh. Never fun. All right, something large has been driving the moonfish away from the outer banks of the caustic strand, causing the fishermen to range further than normal for their catches of late. Sailors swear they've seen glowing shapes in the water at night. Okay, that works. What else do we have here? Could do something with the port here. That makes sense. It could make sense. Think about that one for a minute, though. I do have one that I just reworked because it was an old. I changed a few things. It's an ancient teleportation circle that started humming with power. Its proximity to a village has the inhabitants worried. They've called for aid in determining what to do about it. You can imagine a whole bunch of farmers being like, that stone's been there forever. But it started humming. The sheep won't go near it. Worried. So they get some big, strong adventurers to go up there and touch it. A horrible spy. Why would you do that to him? Well, technically, I'm casting it on everybody, so good luck. Either thought it was an elite person to keep distractions away from her, or the hunchback they're trying to hide. Ooh. Why not both? Take all of it. Be all the things to everyone. That's weird. Okay. Somebody just sent me a note, mentioned a person's name, and I'm like, who? It's always fun to get a message before a message. They're like, oh, sorry, details will follow. Fantastic. We're going to have a meeting with this person. Could you have this information ready for them? Who? I do it on time. 6:56. Okay, I've only got 3.5 minutes left. All right. So we're gonna start winding down here. These have been great. So thank you all for throwing ideas out there. Some of them have inspired me to write some things. Hey. Now we have many rumors. And cats are upstairs knocking things over because this is what they do. They think to themselves, what can I do to help Frost? I can make random noises. This would be great. All right, so there is the rumors, and then we have the language of herbs book. We got like almost 3 pages of rumors. Nice. We'll be adding more too because you can never have enough rumors. Little things to kind of spur adventure on. Love it. Probably right about being both. I always just take all of them. Whatever, if people give me an option or I have a thought of like, I'll just go with all of them. It can be the best and worst at the same time. That's fine. I'm just happy to be noticed. All right, we can move those down and we're good. Yeah, so we're basically about out of time here. I am Frost. This has been Frost Written, where today we were working on the lore for Legend Seeker for the Godlands, and this was focused mainly on rumors, things that the DMs could use to create little adventures and little adventure hooks to maybe entice their players. They may actually take these and spawn hole adventures. They may use them just as a way to get people into an area. We'll see. And there you have it. We have all kinds of fun stuff happening. I will be back here tomorrow for Wednesday After Dark, and then Thursday for more of this on this channel. So Wednesday After Dark's over on Moonskull. This there's Thursday. We're coming back here, and we'll be on this channel for more fun, more craziness, more zaniness. Probably some more puns. I'm sorry, Chrysanth, but people seem to like them, and they have a lot of fun putting puns up here. So I am going to get the heck out of here, and I will talk to you all. Excuse me, I've got a little burping going on. A little bit later, I want to go get ready for my in real life game, and I'll talk to you then. Yeah, more puns. Whee! All right. Great night, everybody. I will talk to you later.